Hi everyone, it's Sang again from Chanson Water, Canada. Today you'll be seeing my face later on, but I'm just going to show you a simple installation on how to install the Max. It will even work for the Miracle and Violet for the countertop model. And this is the simple installation on what they call the faucet adapter installation, right? Um, just to begin with, the reason why it's like this is trying out a new method, seeing whether is it clearer or better for you guys, all right? And I'll be moving it along with my tripod. You'll be seeing that white one in front. That's my own personal. The other one is just for demo. That's the one we're going to be using for the installation. Bear with me. This is something that looks like what you're going to get. You're not gonna, you're going to get a little bit of things, of course, brand new out from the box, right, from the factory. So just because this is just something so that you guys can see how to install this if you only have the faucet to install directly with, or you can only install directly via faucet, right? And this is also the ugly side of the industry. To what I meant is that if you see any installation and people say, oh, you can install directly to your faucet and it is so simple, it takes only 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do it. Well, yes, it is true. It only takes only 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops to do it, right? But it takes on it only in North America, you can only do it to certain faucet, right? I know in Europe, in Asia, you can do it with different kind of faucet, and even Australia, I believe you can even do it differently. But in North America, in Canada, especially, you're not going to be able to, and it's going to be pretty hard to find those kind of faucet. All right. What I meant is that if you buy any other brands that tell you can install directly to your faucet, they're telling you is that they're installing to the old school faucet, not this type. You see mine personally, I'm going to bring it to this one right here. All right, okay, this is a spray faucet. I'm going to be in front of my hand. Okay, this type with the spray faucet, spray nozzle. This thing, most of them these days cannot be removed. And if those are slightly older, they can be removed, and if you install it, it'll be leaking. Okay, so going back to it, this is what most people will be giving you, and you can't install this, you cannot install this to this kind of spray faucet. All right, the ones that you see that you can, it looks similar to this faucet, they're dead. They're basically single nozzle, they come out flat like old school way. So those are possible, but I never seen them in North America. Okay, I never seen them in Canada. All right, so I do a lot of installation and never seen them for 10 years. So I highly doubt there is. Maybe there's some on Amazon, but I'm not going to argue with that. Okay, so this is the adapter you're gonna get. Okay, open one up. Okay, so this thing here is what you're gonna get for the Maxed, right? For the Miracle and Violet, you'll be getting a slightly different one. There's the head is bigger. Okay, so it's better compared to the Max ones. This is the Max Miracle. The bob is bigger, and the tubing is different. This tubing is for the for the Violet and the Miracle. Okay, so all right, we'll come back to it later. This row of tubing you'll be getting in your Max, it looks like this, and it clearly says 1/4 inch. If you do need any extra, you can go to Home Depot or Rona. You should be able to get it, or simply believe it is the same as the ice cube tubing. Okay, so you should be able to get them there, and especially Home Depot, I know they do. Okay, so you cannot install this here. Even if you can, it will leak horribly. Okay, it will leak horribly and you'll hate it. No, you cannot just take this off and install this over here. I haven't seen it work yet. Okay, I've heard of it working, but I never seen it personally. All right, okay, so enough ranting. You can install on those. The only ones you can is, give me a second. The only ones you can is this two type. So, all right, gonna be the old school type, all right, with this kind of head on it, all right. Okay, if you have the reverse one, we do have the adapter for it, but needless to say, they're not the spray faucet. Okay, so this is a slightly modern one. Okay, and this is the slightly older ones with the two knobs on it, and you can see they all have this thread on it. If you have the reverse thread, that means you don't see anything after you remove it. You only see this flat part. We do have the adapter for it. Okay, so you can screw this right in there, and then you'll be able to screw onto this piece right here. Okay, all right. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm not very sure whether it'll work. I'm gonna lower down. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you what you're gonna get first before we get back to this. So when you open up the box, please, you should be able to see this thing here. Okay, and this is basically extra warning, especially when you're using the diverter, water diverter type of installation. You need to read this thoroughly. It means basically you need to have water supplied to the machine at all times when you turn on and off. Okay, so use the button to turn on and off the machine. Don't let it turn off by itself by shutting off the water or turn. All right, so before you turn on the machine, you should always divert the water. That means bring the water to the machine. All right, then press the power on, and when you're finished using, press the power off. All right, so when you want to wash your dishes, just bring this down, and you should be able, then the water will just come down. See, bring this, it goes right into the thing, down, it goes down and stuff. You'll be able to use your faucet like regular water. Okay, all right, so you will be able to still wash your dishes. The next thing you see is this piece right here. It's basically mandatory to install the water pressure reducer, especially in Canada. Okay, the reason why you need to install this, and that thing looks like, give me a second. Okay, I gotta get that. Okay, it look like this over here. Okay, this is the pressure reducer, and it is mandatory to install this, and you guys can read on the instruction. I did put a simple instruction on this. In the manual it says if necessary, but in Canada I've seen it enough. Okay, I've seen it enough. If you don't install this, you're gonna have a leak. Okay, and it also helps you control the speed of the water coming out and going to the ionizer, which helps you maintain and get optimum results from your machine. All right, okay, so this is the thing. It only flows in flow direction towards the ionizer or towards the device you want it. Input, output, input, output. All right, okay, and then you need to install this, and you're gonna get basically a basket of things, and also on top of that you're gonna get this, right? This thing here is the pH tester. Okay, So you can test it later on using a different videos, and you're gonna get one row of this, basically the water tubes you saw just now. Okay, you're gonna get the power cable. The power cable is going underneath. I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. All right. Okay. So, and then this is basically the same as over in the other pack. I'm just gonna put aside. So what is this? This is basically, I'm just gonna open up. You need to put an O-ring in here. Actually, this is the wrong O-ring. This one is for the smaller side. You're gonna put this over inside here. Okay, all right. And then you're gonna screw this. There's only one side to it. Okay, the other side ain't gonna fit. It's gonna fall down. One side. All right, and then the smaller side, well, you of course gonna put it here, and then this will go right into the faucet. Those are for the opposite. Basically, this is the male, and if you see this kind of faucet, and it has it does not have a thread, and the thread is inside. That's the female side, and that's what this adapter is for. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna remove it for this installation. I'm just gonna pretend this is the faucet, right? You guys saw it. Just left it here so you guys can see it. I'm not going to change the faucet, just show you guys that, right? So you simply just put this on and then screw in. Okay, use your hand, right? If you do not need, if it does leak and you do need to use a plier, then use a plier. Okay, if not, most of you guys should be able to turn it tight enough and it shouldn't leak. So you turn it, and then basically, and this will be able to allow you to point the direction you want, right? Usually I do it this way here, so you can basically easily divert water down and then or to the machine, and then run the line from the back side and then down towards the machine, and that way it will look really nice. Okay, so of course you can get the scissors, okay, and cut the zip tie away, right? Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna just gotta cut the zip tie away. Don't cut the tube, all right? Okay, all right, and you're gonna have it long enough. And simply just squeeze this in there. Okay, and you'll be tight enough. It wouldn't come off even if you turn the water towards inside there. Well, right? Okay, so just pretending that this water has been diverted. And if you need to make it nice, you can always tie some, get some zip tie and tie along here and go towards the machine, right? Okay. The way you can cut the tubes, I'm going to be very clear this. The way you can cut the tubes is only with an X-Acto blade, okay? Or this thing here, okay? Or that they basically are used for conduit cutters or tube cutters, okay? The knife is really flat. Do not use scissors, okay, to cut the tube. This will be a montage, or whatever you want to call it. No, this is a no-no. Do not use this, okay? I'm not going to go into it too much. What it does is that it destroys the tube, okay? All right, you're not going to get a proper connection for the quick connect. You gotta use this or this, right? If you use this, maybe get a chopping board, it does help cut straighter. Okay. All right, next, you're gonna install this anywhere before the ionizer. So you can install directly right behind. You're gonna ask, where's mine on my white machine? The other one is, my own one is underneath the cabinet because it's installed differently. You can watch the other videos to find out how to install directly to the cold water. Okay, this is just for the faucet installation. How to install this is simply just remove this, remove the clips. If it doesn't come with the tubes, right, most of them don't, right? So how you remove the tubes, I'm going to show you. Just imagine it's in there and the clips have been put in there. So reverse it, pull out the clips, okay, and see how this, push it in, and that's it. Okay, make sure there's no water pressure along the line. So if you do have any water pressure, turn on the machine for a second before you release it. If not, you're going to destroy all these things. All right, okay, so next, and you're going to see here, do not remove, basically installation of supply pressure reducer and inline sediment dust filter is mandatory or else warranty is voided. So do not remove this thing here. You need this, okay, in order to not void your warranty. Okay, in another video I'll show you how to clean it, but not in this. Okay, just to make it shorter. Okay, so all you do is just remove the clip again with a finger, push it down, pull it out, okay, and that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to put this in between here and make sure the arrow, see the arrow is pointing towards the outside. That's wrong. It should be pointing towards the machine. So it's the other way around for this installation. Okay, you're going to pretend your machine is sitting the other way around, facing you. So like this. But I'm not going to be able to show you how to install it, right? So just like this, pointing towards the sink. For installation, I'm just going to move it over here. Okay, so you're going to be installing from here, the tube running, this in between, okay, and then sitting before, right before that. Make sure you measure, set it where you want it, right? Okay, this is just an example, and then cut the line where you want it, and then I'm just gonna make it a little bit longer so I can reuse it other things. Okay, then after I measure the distance that you want, cut it. Okay, all right, so yeah, it's just install it here. Simply just push it in. That's it. Simply just push it in. Oh, see, it doesn't go in. I'm just gonna wiggle it a little bit, and it goes in, and you feel it. You can give it a tug, it will not come off. Now, go in and push it in, and that's it. And give it a pull or tug, and then put back the clips. Okay. And then now, this is the acid water or the waste water. This is the inlet. Okay. All right. So remove this and then remove this plug. Okay. And how you know is the inlet side. The inlet has a big feeding like this, and the sticker is here. Okay. And the dust filter. That's how you know. If you really want to know, you lift up the machine underneath there. You will say in and out on one side. It says out on this side, and I'm not sure whether you can see in on this side or not. Okay, but you literally will say out on this side. Then, of course, what you do is just gonna plug this in, and then put back the clips. And inside this bag, okay, now going back to this bag, you see a suction cup over here. All right, take it out. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna break this bag. This is a brand new bag. Okay, so this is my own personal suction cup. You know, cut it to length and then just put it in there, and this will hold the acid water in place, this suction cup. So, and then point it towards the sink, right? And then make sure that so that it doesn't suck, throw out, right? Okay, you can just go to any of those dollar store, $2 store. You can get a suction cup if you really need to. All right, and that's it. We're done. Faucet, pressure reducer, and look at the direction. See that? Okay, and then dust filter into the machine and out. All right, and last of all, flip this down. You're gonna have the plug, and there's only gonna be one way. Okay, and then make sure, and this one here, if you want to get the best performance out from the machine, you see this word max? This is not the tab. There's a little arrow right here. I'm gonna zoom in here. Okay, and then I'm going to use the machine later on to zoom it up for you. You see this little arrow, okay, is pointing at the max. This is minimum. Okay, this is minimum. All right, so turn it to the max for maximum discharge of the acid water, so the acid water is not kicking back into your machine. All right. Of course, next, you know what to do. Plug this into the machine. All right, plug it into not a machine. Plug it into the machine. Plug it into the electrical outlet, and then voila, you're gonna have power, and it's gonna work. Okay. Next, we're gonna use my own machine to show you. All right, I accidentally turned off the machine. Turn off the recording instead of pressing pause. Okay, so right now we're going to show you my own machine, how it's going to run. And this is the finished installation just now. I just left it aside. Okay, so for you guys who's doing the basically the water diverter installation through the faucet, okay, before you turn on the machine, all right, you're going to turn on only the cold water. Turn on the cold water, and the cold water should be able to come out down. Then divert the water towards the machine. Basically, that means there's already water running to the machine, except the water is not coming out yet. Okay, so just turn on the cold water only, no hot water. Okay, you're not allowed to use hot water for any ionizer. I've never seen one in the market. Next, you're gonna do is that once there's water diverted towards the machine, you're just gonna select the what alkaline you like, alkaline 1, alkaline 2, alkaline 3, and then press the power on. Okay, and then you see the water run out. Okay, all right, so the alkaline stream will come out on the top side, and the acid water will come out from the bottom when you select alkaline feature mode. Okay, but if you select filter, it's going to be neutral on both sides. If you select acid, okay, the top stream will be acidic. The bottom stream now will reverse and become alkaline. So whatever you see there, okay, the top will be whatever it is. Okay, for most cases, except Vancouver or GVRD water and Greater Victoria and some other places with soft water, not unclean water, soft water. So that's different. Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about it. You can leave me a comment on it and I'll explain to you guys in different videos. Okay, so for this video, we're going to show alkaline 3. Make it simple for everyone. Alright, okay, so from there, to turn off the machine, simply just press the power off and then go to your faucet. Okay, I'll make sure faucet, alright, because there's still water in there, and turn it off. Then turn off the cold water and shut off the cold water. And then if you want, just pull the lever down and then the water will just run there. Okay, never turn off the water by shutting off the cold water first without turning off the power. So you have to turn off the power first before you shut off the cold water or divert the water away from the machine. Okay, do not do that. If you do that too many times, the warranty is voided. You will cause a major problem in the machine. Okay, you will. That will void your warranty anyway. Okay, and I know how it's done. Okay, I've been in the business for over 10 years. Okay, just don't ask. The warning sheets is on this one right here. So read it. And then what else? And yeah, sure, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it took a little bit longer than the installation itself. It's a lot about the warning and the type of things that we cannot do in North America. All right, if you guys enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Comment on it and like and subscribe so you can see a lot more videos. And then if you do want to see other features on how it's used, do leave me a comment and I can maybe make a video on it. All right, okay. Another thing is that if you guys like the other installation method, that's cold water direct, do look at the previous videos. I'm not sure whether I can link it up in this video. So if you do, just watch the other playlist on how to do the cold water direct, which is a much safer way to install your water ionizer. Is much better. Okay, in my opinion, so you can always get water while you're washing your dishes. And if you do have this kind of spray faucet, that's pretty much the only way. All right, thank you, have a great day, hope you enjoyed this. Bye.